Travelers, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my uploads. So I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday, however you chose to celebrate it, and I'm looking forward to a wonderful holiday season. Specifically for me, it's Christmas, but whether you're celebrating that or Hanukkah, or if you have some other religious preference, that's fine. Or if you just enjoy the season. I don't enjoy the snow, so that's why I still live in Las Vegas. Well, I know I haven't uploaded in a little while, and that is because I've been busy, as usual. I worked all last week, which I wasn't expecting to do, and my Thanksgiving weekend was a little bit less than celebratory. Of course, in a way it was celebratory because I made a trip to California, and I went there to rescue what we thought was going to be about 40 hedgehogs. I am a member of the HWS, that's the Hedgehog Welfare Society, and we did manage to rescue 42 hedgehogs in all that are doing fine. I wanted to wait on this update until after their 2-week quarantine period, which is something that they all have to go through just to make sure that nothing's wrong with them, or they don't have any diseases, or they don't have any parasites, or anything abnormalities that might show up when I first get them. Now, if you're interested in one of these wonderful hedgehog rescues, they range in age everywhere from babies, approximately right now, I'm going to say my best guess, because that's all I can do because I don't know their history. Best guess is my youngest are 7 weeks old, and the oldest ones are maybe 2.5 years of age. Probably the older ones will be staying with me, but I have plenty in that in-between range. Everywhere from 6 months up to a year to a year and a half on average is what most of them are. And I wanted to include just a little bit of information on how we got them and how they arrived and what we did to take care of all of them. This might be a little bit longer of a video than what I'm normally used to doing, just because I want to highlight each and every one that we took in. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on each one. Know that they have all had a bath. They've all had their nails trimmed. None of them put up a fight with nail trimming, which was surprising. I expected to have at least a couple of them ball up on me and bear trap my fingers, but that didn't happen. I do have one little girl that likes to nip, but she's not a biter, she's a nipper. She likes to lick, 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 nip, 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 scrape, scrape, scrape. A lot of hedgehogs do that anyway. But they all seem to be fairly well socialized. They were very scared when they first got here. I mean, shyness is and solitary surroundings is their nature in their natural environment, but they have been somewhat socialized. They're all very friendly. None of them really give much of a fight as far as when you pick them up. They don't seem to mind being held or pet or caressed. Some of them like to run around, just like they all have different personalities, just like our regular hedgehogs have personalities. All of these will be available after this weekend, which is the weekend of December 10th. They will be available. Each of our rescues, even the babies, are going to be $50 each. And in order to obtain one of our rescues, you do have to go through 2 different application processes. So if you've already got an application in with Feathers and Spikes or FASHogs Las Vegas, both the same company, if you already have your application in there, then you're halfway done. If you want one of our rescues, you will have to follow the link below. That is to the Hedgehog Welfare Society. It's hedgehogwelfare.org. You can click on a link in there that describes the application process and what is needed to adopt one of our hedgehogs. They will take your application, approve it, submit and forward that information to me, at which point I would contact you, and then you can make an appointment like you normally would. Okay, enough of me going on and on and on. So what I'd like to do now, without further ado, is to share a little bit of video as I was doing the intake on the Hedgies, and also my trip down and back. Just a few minutes here and there. I won't bore you with the entire trip. Enjoy. See you at the end of the video. Okay, well here I am, getting ready to go. Filling up the van. On my way to get some rescue hedgehogs. 40 of them. I must be nuts. But I love what I do. Okay, well I'm on my way. Come get the hedgehogs. Just now leaving Las Vegas, getting ready to get onto the freeway, heading to California. So we'll see how that goes. Here we go. Rolling. Okay, so we stopped in Hesperia, California for a quick potty break and get some gas. Well, couldn't ask for a nicer day. Look at this, blue skies, just a few clouds here and there. Sitting in Hesperia, gassing up the truck, on our way to pick up the hedgehogs. Look at this blue sky. Almost looks like Vegas if there weren't any clouds. Okay, well I'm here. She said she's on the way out, so we'll see. A lot of cars in the driveway, so we're gonna have to carry the hedgehogs around everything, I suspect. We'll see. Sorry for the interruption. Video editing James here, to let you know that I do realize that the audio quality differs quite a bit from the beginning of the video, where the studio camera was used, and parts of the video that were recorded using my cell phone. My apologies, the cell phone doesn't pick up sound as well as the studio camera does, and if I'm not going to have to sit here for hours upon end to try and match the volume, I hope you understand. Thank you very much. Okay, well, the van is full of 45 hedgehogs, a bunny, and 2 parakeets, budgies. So I don't know if you can see back here, but all the bins and all their supplies are in the back. I don't know how good you can see that through the grate, but I've got to get on the road because we have to get these guys in some better conditions. So it's a 4-hour road trip home, and they'll be fine for the trip. We'll give them a little bit of heat because some of them were cold this morning. The babies were really cold. I have them in a box under the seat. There was 4 babies, maybe 4 or 5 weeks old. I'll probably have to put them on some KMR. Other than that, it looks like everybody else is in pretty good shape. Condition is still listed as poor because of their conditions that they were found in. Shh, you guys. You're pretty. Pretty birds. You get to see the birds. Here's the birds. Hi. Hi, guys. They're both boys. They both have blue sears. So, let me get on the road. Back to the Hedgie house. And here we go. As you can see, this is a long stretch of highway. Only about an hour out of Vegas now. As you can see here, this is the containers that we found them in. 3-drawer containers, the same Sterite containers that you would use as a file cabinet or to store clothes in. Some people use them as chest of drawers. Looking here, you can see that the conditions were less than poor. The water dish is filthy. They're living in their own feces. Not a good situation for them. The food was just thrown on top of whatever was in there. This is what it looked like from the side of the van and what it looks like in the back of the van. We also took in a rabbit and 2 parakeets. So there you have it. Okay, I'm going to be bringing the rest of that. I'm going to be bringing all of the rescue hedgehogs in. I'm just going to keep bringing them in to this space here because I got to get them in. The van's nice and warm, but once I open up the doors, it's chilly out there. It's probably about maybe 50 degrees, which is too cold for the hedgehogs. I'm just going to place them in here. It's not going to smell real good because they're not in the best of shape, but I'll get them in proper cages as soon as I can get them sorted out. So just going to leave this run and edit as necessary. Youngest of the babies are in here. I counted 3 females and one male. They were all very, very, very cold. All trying to hibernate. I really don't think that their mom passed away, so they may be too young to eat solid food, even though they put a bunch of food in the corner. So I'm going to have to feed them KMR, kitten meal replacement, as soon as I can get them, as soon as I get all the other hedgehogs situated. But just real quick, here's the babies. They're all okay. Not real sure about their status as far as how healthy they are. We'll check on that later. Okay, you guys. I'll leave you up here where it's nice and warm. Okay. I'm going to start bringing everybody in. Okay, obviously these are not hedgehogs. We also rescued a rabbit, a bunny, and 2 parakeets. So they need to go to good homes as well. This is what they were kept in. So in this box is the bunny. Plenty of rabbit food. I have no idea what's in this box, but the bottom's wet, so that can't be good. That's it. The van's locked up. Lights are off. Let me give you a quick look around and show you what's going on here. So each one of these drawers has a male hedgehog in it, a boy hedgehog. Okay, including these little tiny drawers right here. What a shame. And it stinks. I mean, it's I've smelled worse, but I mean, look at all, look here, let me just give you an example. This is what the boy hedgies were living in for God knows how long. So these are pine pellets, that's fine. But look at how old this is. Basically, they weren't changing anything. Ouch, quill. They were just adding pine pellets. And then when they got dirty, they just added some more. And then when they got dirty, they just added some more. Water dishes, grody, filthy. Fortunately, I'm glad that I acted fast, because these were being kept outside, and it's not her fault, because she did the best that she could do. She covered them with a tarp, you know, a weather resistant, highly reflective tarp to help try and keep some of the heat in. I have a lot of work to do. 43 hedgehogs, 4 of which are babies, 1 rabbit in a box, 2 parakeets. Anyway, I'm going to set the rabbit up first, because that's real easy and I can just put it right here. So I can get to work on this. I'm going to be busy tonight. Oh boy. One thing to keep in mind with our rescues, you will not get a health guarantee. Please get them to a vet right away to make sure that we haven't missed anything. I don't have any history on them like I do with our regular hedgehogs that we have for sale. All of our hedgehogs come with a full pedigree, so that you know what the parentage is, and the grandparents and the great-grandparents and so forth. They all come with that. I will premiere later on in another video some of the hedgehogs that we have available, both rescues and our regular pedigreed. Keep in mind, if you want a rescue hedgehog, you'll have to follow the link below to the Hedgehog Welfare Society, HWS, or hedgehogwelfare.org. Make sure that you fill out an application with them right away. Make sure that you indicate that you want one of the hedgehogs at Feathers and Spikes, and they will get you in touch with me. Also keep in mind, if you're watching this video and you have not filled out one of our applications and you're interested in purchasing a hedgehog from us, whether it be a rescue or one of our pedigree hedgehogs, please make sure that you fill out our application as well as the one from HWS. As I said, if you're getting ready to, or you think you want to purchase one of the rescues. I hope that all the rescues find a wonderful, loving, forever home, and yeah, they deserve it. Some of them look like they've had a rough time. As you can see, some of the conditions that they were living in were far less than favorable. I don't think any of them had seen a wheel until I brought them here and introduced them to what a wheel was. So now they're getting plenty of exercise. Again, 4 of those rescue hedgehogs are babies. I'll probably premiere those first in the next video coming up. And yeah, hope to see you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the notification bell. God bless.